Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Clerks action figure of Randal by Diamond Select. The packaging says 20th anniversary on there, but that movie came out in 1994, and it is currently 2015, so I think they missed it by a year. Clerks is a black and white film, so I think it's awesome that they chose to make these action figures in like a black and white paint scheme. And I think the paint on this is pretty decent as far as like trying to achieve a flannel look onto like a flat sculpted surface. I think the black paint on it's pretty good. The overall black shoes, white socks, gray pants, gray skin, all that looks really good. And I think the sculpting on this is pretty damn decent, I gotta say. As far as like his shirt and the way it kind of wrinkles, the way it buttons there, it hangs open in the front towards the top, the wrinkling on the back of the shirt, the wrinkling of the pants towards the bottom, and then also just like the quality of his shoes, because he does have like these little kind of like sport shoes, and there's some nice little detail on them. Also nice detail for the most part is his head, which I think does kind of retain Jeff Anderson's kind of head shape with one glaring thing, those teeth. Like both of the ones I saw in stores, and I only saw two of each figure in this series, had these sort of buck teeth painted in the front, just the two in the front. Jeff Anderson doesn't have buck teeth, yet for this figure they opted just to like really highlight the two front teeth, which makes them look really weird. But look at that sculpt. Look at that chin. Look at the jawline, the cheeks, and the nose. Like that totally looks like Jeff Anderson. And I think his eyes are well painted, his eyebrows look good, and the choice of like white and gray paint to achieve the black and white look doesn't look weird. Like it looks cool. His eyebrows look cool, his hat looks good, his hair sticking out towards the back looks good. Like overall I'm pretty happy with this. Eyebrows, detail on the eyeballs look good. Like Dante looks creepy as an action figure. This one doesn't, so good job to them on that. Now the articulation on this is pretty standard. You got the ball, swivel, shoulder, single elbow joint, swiveling wrists. Well, that one sort of should. Hey, there we go. We get a little bit of swivel action out of that. There's a ball joint in the head. It only really kind of goes into two positions. It doesn't really stay anywhere in the middle, but it works good enough. Also, there is no ab crunch joint, but the leg section just connects to one big ball joint in there, which really works well on some figures, but this one's a little tight. You do get a little tilt from side to side, but you do get the leg hinge that goes forward and out, like the double hinge. Down at the feet, just underneath the edge of the pants, you do get a swivel right there, like the sock, and there's the hinge of the shoe right below that cut. So there are two hinges right by each other, which is great, and the double knee joint. Now he comes with some pretty cool accessories, including his goalie stick from when they play hockey on the roof. He comes with a bunch of tiny little accessories too, like a little piece of lasagna that he eats on a little tiny plate, and again painted in black and white style. He comes with an alternate hand for gripping his hockey stick, his goalie stick, and the ball. Brought one ball, and then you get this little videotape. It's a little tiny cassette. It's a really cool tiny little accessory with some nice little sculpting in there. Now let's take a look at his diorama. Randal's diorama pieces include the base, which is the sidewalk, and that little slit is what fits the backing. This is the outside of Quickstop, and then this is the inside. You line it up with the Dante figure, and the two match up and make the complete diorama. They each come with the stickers, which go on the front, and then the stickers for the inside of the store are really disappointing. Diamond Select opted to roll them into the packaging, and you can just see how crappy they look, how wrinkly they are. But what really pisses me off is that, like, when you unroll them, they're already like peeling off the sticker sheet. Like, that's really annoying that they're already like coming undone before you can even like get to them. I don't know what the hell Diamond Select was thinking with this. I expect more from them, so this is a big disappointment. The artwork of the sliding door has tape on it, which should line up to the tape of the sticker along the edge, so I hope I can line this up properly and not screw it up. Hey, I actually did it! Alright, here's that wrinkly sticker, and this top edge should line up and go over that edge of the counter. One thing you gotta be careful with these, since they are curved, is little air bubbles can get trapped in there. I have one stuck in there that I can't seem to rub out. So here's a final look at the diorama, and with Dante and Randal hanging out in front of it. One of the problems I have with it was, since the Dante one was kind of bent, the whole thing does kind of lean forward a bit. You can see a big curve going towards the top, and then, you know, on this side technically it's leaning back. But I do love the artwork on both sides. I think it, you know, it looks really, really cool. I like all the details, you know, for the wraps and the nails gun. I don't see any Chuli's gum anywhere, but everything looks really cool. I don't know why this freezer needed to be a sticker though. This easily could have just been artwork of a freezer with the seam down the middle. It would have looked fine. This didn't need to be a giant sticker to apply. Now, despite my nitpicks about the diorama and the paint on his buck teeth, I really do like this figure. Clerks is one of my favorite films ever, and I never would have thought that like a little indie movie that cost like $20,000 would last this long and have such a huge fan base to justify action figures. Yet here we have an action figure of like a guy in like a flannel shirt, which in theory isn't that exciting, but to goobs like me, I freaking love this. I love Randal, I love Clerks, and I love that this figure exists. Thanks for watching.